My name is Irma Gerd, and I live in St. John's, Newfoundland. Irma, oh my god, she's a party girl. She's kooky, she's fun. She's me. Jason is a bit more calm and reserved, sometimes. And Irma is like always out to have a good time. She's an extrovert where Jason is more inside. And when I become Irma, I can feel that transformation. It's really fun. You sit down at your makeup table and it's like a couple hours later, you're somebody else. I guess one thing that drew me to drag was the idea that you could become someone else. As a kid, I did always love dressing up, but I was bullied a lot as like a youth. And that really put me in a shell that took a long time to break out of. So then I moved to Toronto and started doing drag and moved back here. And that whole journey really just turned me into the person that I think I originally was. It brought me back to my true self that I hid for a long time. My family is very accepting of me doing drag. I think it took them a little while for them to say like, oh, that's weird, but then kind of click in and say like, oh, but I think this is like important. I'm not just in my room playing with makeup and wigs. It's like I'm putting this message out there that you can be who you want to be and you can play with your identity and you don't have to commit to being one person. You can be whoever you want to be, and that doesn't have to be a permanent thing. Slide the butt into place. People might not know that there's so much truth in drag. You know, I put on a layer of spackle and lashes and like nails and wig, and it's like all these things to cover up what I look like. But I sometimes feel like more myself when I have them all on. I mean, I think it's really important for anyone anywhere to have a community. And I think in the queer spectrum, there's a lot of people who don't feel represented. And there's like, you know, there's a gay bar in town, but we've been trying to make our spaces operate as a queer friendly bar, not just gays. That means like not just homosexual men. It's anyone who wants to come celebrate who they are, their own identity. And that's drag lets you do that. Being a drag queen and putting my face all over the media, knowing that that's helping younger people, or like the chance that they might be like sitting in their grandmother's living room and see this on the news, like that's heartwarming to me. And yeah, I wish that I had that when I was younger. My performances are energetic, but campy. I like surprising people, I think, is what it is. So like, people think they know where the performance is gonna go, and then I like to take a little left turn somewhere, and that usually gets people going. I like that. Performing makes me happy. That's kind of like the bottom line there. It's like I live for it. It's this whole combination of creating something, putting it to stage, having people see it, and also just the act of bringing people together in a bar to celebrate their queerness. I've started thinking about documentation a lot and how a lot of queer history has not been recorded or has been destroyed, etc. And my art practice now is about documenting my own queer narrative of doing drag and trying to make it last longer than just like Instagram stories or Snapchats or whatever. I'm trying to physically capture my face in drag. So I take a makeup wipe and take it off like Jesus did, you know, like the Shroud of Turin. And so I have this face of makeup on a wipe and run that through an intaglio press, which is like a fine art tool, and transfer it to paper. And then I have this archival print of physically my face. So it's like a photograph. It's like, this is physically the face that I was wearing. Makeup transferred onto paper. There we go. I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to create a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have if I never stumbled into drag. And I always wanted to create art that was queer in some way. And now I am the art piece. I perform it.